Welcome to the first season of Ancient Anecdotes powered by Listen Cub. This is your host, Ramanathan Iyer.
And this is Lalita Ramanathan.
And this is Niti Ramanathan.
Lalitama, why are you using the new bag for school tomorrow? Didn't we discuss that you need to use this only when the school reopens for next year?
Appa, but there are less classes today and the blue colored bag is too big.
So?
When I run, it will move from side to side, Pa.
Yeah, so don't run, walk slower.
Appa, but if I am late, then I will miss the bus if I walk, no?
Yeah, so don't be late. Get ready on time.
Appa, please. I will keep back the bag after today, Pa. I will only take the bag again when there are less classes again at school. Please? That way, the bag will still be new for next year.
Hey, hello, thief fellow. 1 year, 1 bag. That's the rule. Whether you have 1 subject, 2 subjects, 10 subjects, or even half a subject, that bag only. It has to last you the entire year.
What if the bag tears?
Yeah, so be careful with that bag. Look, don't be like Naraka Surapa. Just because you have 1 more bag, don't find ways of using the gift in an unfair manner.
What? Narakasura had 2 bags as well? Wait, there were school bags back then?
School bags are? No.
Wait, what color school bag did Naraka have?
Papa, school bag la illada.
Appa, what uniform did Naraka have to wear to school?
The story is not about school bags. Now will you let me answer? Oops. Sorry. Speak.
Sorry, Pa. Go on.
In the ancient Kalika Upapurana, there was a remarkable city called as Pragjyotisha, situated in the heart of Kamarupa, inhabited by the Kiratas. This city was home to the revered shrines of Devi Dikkaravasini and Devi Kamakhya. Narakasura, a powerful demon, was born to Bhauma Devi and Lord Narayana, who had taken the form of a boar to save her from Hiranyaksha. The touch of Narayana's tusks bestowed upon Bhauma Devi a son of extraordinary strength. Prithvyuvacha Yadahamuddhata natha Tvaya shukaramurtina Tvatsparsha sambhavah putrastadayam mayyajayata Soyam tvayaiva datto me tvayaiva vinipatitah Grihana kundale chema palayasya cha santatim. Born to Bhauma Devi, he was called Bhauma. It is a well-known fact that strength not contained with awareness and devotion often leads to it being used for all the wrong things. Bhauma grew proud of his superior strength and soon unleashed a reign of terror and oppression across the 3 realms. He came to be called Narakasura, since he really made it a point for everyone who ever came in contact with him to experience nothing short of Naraka or hell. Bhauma Devi greatly loved the Lord and so cherished her son with the same view of doting the Lord of the universe. But seeing how Bhauma was turning out, she was very worried about Bhauma's future. Taking the infant born from impurity, the sad goddess Earth went to Mahavishnu and requested him to save the child somehow. The great Mahavishnu pitied him and gave Naraka the Narayanastra and said, Bhauma, so long as this weapon is with you, nobody but me can ever kill you. Mother Bhauma Devi was not convinced. She interjected, O Lord, what will happen on the day you decide that it is time to end Narakasura's life? She persisted. Mahavishnu smiled and said, My dearest Bhauma, without your consent, I will never kill Naraka. Bhuma Devi found solace in this assurance, and Narakasura's evil reign continued to grow. Narakasura acquired the knowledge of constructing formidable fortifications using the elements of water, fire, and air from the great Shukracharya, who also taught him the art of instant teleportation through portals. With the help of his loyal general Murasura, Narakasura constructed the magnificent city of Pragjyotisha in what is now the state of Assam in India. With such a stronghold, Narakasura began plundering celestial treasures. He stole celestial nectarine earrings from Devi Aditi, who was Indra's mother, and he also stole Varuna's celestial umbrella. He even stole the Mandara peak from the Maniparvata mountain range, a place where the celestial beings rested. The Devas attempted to confront Narakasura, but were powerless against his superhuman strength and the protection of the Narayanastra. Desperate, they sought counsel from Lord Brihaspati, a Trikala Jnani who could foresee the future. Brihaspati revealed that Bhuma Devi had incarnated in the Dwapara Yuga. Are you eating something in the middle of a story?
Me? Yeah, sorry, Pa. I felt hungry at the moment you said Trikalagnani.
Trikalagnani means someone who knows the past, present, and future, Pa. Now focus. Now, what was I telling?
Dwapara Yuga? Bhumi Devi?
Ah, yes. The brave Satyabhama was born to King Satrajit and was said to be a reincarnation of Bhuma Devi herself.
The same king who had the Shyamantakamani, Pa?
Absolutely. Brihaspati told Indradi Devas, Dear Shaktra, go to Jagannatha Dwarakadhisha Krishna. Seek Lord Krishna's help in ridding the world of Narakasura's tyranny. Only he can ever kill Naraka. Such is the boon Naraka has. Such is destiny. Make sure Parandhama Krishna's queen Satyabhama is there in the royal court when you recount the atrocities of Naraka.
Appa, who's Shaktra?
Like Shatakratu, another name for Indra is Shaktra. So, getting this valuable advice from Lord Brihaspati, Indra bowed down to him and leaves on the back of the Airavata to Dwaraka. Actually, this is where the fifth book of the Vishnu Purana, the chapter 29, actually begins. Indra arrives at Dwaraka and starts complaining to Krishna. Parashara uvacha dvaravatyam tatah shaurim shaktrastribhuvaneshwarah ajagamath maitreya mattairavata prishtagah pravishya dvarakam so ath sametya harina tatah kathayamasa daityasya narakasya vicheshtitam. Indra said, O Arindama, this vile Naraka's atrocities seem to know no bounds. He is essentially indestructible by our weapons. He can only be overcome by you. With this presumptuousness, he has annexed my mother's earrings, poor Varuna's umbrella, the Maniparvata's Mandara peak where we go during our vacation days. And he has the audacity to demand my Airavatam and the Vajrayudam that you have presented us. He has even kidnapped over 16,000 women. He holds them against their will in his fortress at Pragjyotisha. End his reign, O Govinda. Only you can grant us respite. He can only be killed by you, O beloved of Satyabhama. Bhaumo ayam narako namna pragjyotisha pureshwaraha karoti sarvabhutanam upadhatamarindama देवसिद्धसुरादीनां नृपाणां च जनार्दन ह्यत्वा हि सो असुरः कन्यारुरोध निजमन्दिरे छत्रं यत्सलिलस्त्रावि तज्जहार प्रचेतसः मन्दारस्य तथा शृङ्गं ह्यतवान्मणिपर्वतम् अमृतस्त्राविणि दिव्यमन्मातुः कृष्णकुण्डले जहार सो असुरोदित्या वाञ्छत्यैरावतं जगम् दुर्नीतमेतद्गोविन्द मया तस्य तवोदितं यदत्र प्रतिपत्तव्यं तत् स्वयं प्रविभृश्यताम्. When Indra pointedly completed his sentence by referring to Krishna as the beloved of Satyabhama, this reference filled her with mixed emotions, as she was both irked by Narakasura's deeds and pleased to be recognized by Indra. Her joy was evident. For once, someone who came from Swargaloka was giving her importance over the other queens of Krishna, because Indra didn't say beloved of Radha or beloved of Rukmini or Jambavati. For once, Indra himself had said, beloved of Satyabhama. Oh, what a joy!
Why, Pa? Why did she feel this way?
Oh, you don't know this? This is an interesting story as well. During the Amrita Manthana incident, when the milk ocean was churned, a heavenly celestial Parijata tree had also appeared from the milk ocean. This tree was installed in Swargaloka for the benefit of Shachi, the wife of Indra. It bore magnificent flowers. It was only recently that the sage Narada had visited Dwaraka from Swargaloka and brought one such heavenly Parijata flower from that very tree. But the revered sage had granted the flower to the eldest queen of Lord Krishna, Queen Rukmini. As one of the younger queens, Satyabhama turned green with envy. Her thoughts galloped on the speediest of horses.
Oh, what a beautiful flower that is! Just like my dear Damodara. The utter nerve of that sage Narada. First of all, he brings only one flower. Then, the flower is only for Sister Rukmini, it seems. Why? Don't we all look like queens? Am I also not Krishna's beloved? If Munishreshta really has to bring only flowers, let him bring it for all of us. What partiality is this? But where is the justice in expecting this from poor Narada Maharishi? He did what he could, and that is to get us a sample. Swarga is such a fortunate place to have trees that yield such pristine flowers. How I wish Damodara gave me that entire flowering tree.
Almost being able to hear all these thoughts in her head, Parandhama Krishna let the thoughts run wild until she wanted the entire Parijata tree. Bhauma, interrupted the Lord, and woke Satyabhama from her train of thoughts. His lotus eyes were wide, and his large eyelashes stood like a peacock in the rain. His brows shot up to his divine hairline as he enquired, "What seems to be bothering my favorite queen today?"
O Lord,
Bhauma replied,
many times you have told me, Satya, you are more dear to me than even Jambavati or Rukmini. If your words are sincere and not mere flattery, then please fetch me the Parijata tree from Swargaloka. Let this Parijata tree adorn my mansion. Name Jambavati Tadrigbhishtan Charukmini Satye Yathatvame Uktam Tvaya Krishna Sakrit Priyam Satyam Tat Yada Govindanopacara Kritam Tava Tadastu Parijatasya mama geha vibhushanam.
At that time, Krishna had agreed. Fast forward many years. Now that Indra himself was referring to Krishna as the beloved of Satyabhama, Lord Krishna heard her happy thoughts. Isn't the Lord cognizant of the past, present, and future as well? He instantly remembered how Bhauma had wanted the celestial Parijata tree as well.
Trikalagnani.
Correct. So, Lord Krishna smiled and quickly closed the gap. My dearest, what do you think we should do about this Naraka? Now Queen Bhauma was on the top of the world.
My Lord is including me in his decisions. How fortunate I am today.
Thought the queen.
Hey Parandhama, Bhauma is such a vile asura who poses a threat to the very existence of women. His greed is causing unwarranted pain to all. You should annihilate him without remorse.
She said angrily. The stars aligned, the heavenly conches blew, flowers showered on Queen Satyabhama and Lord Krishna from the heavens. The denizens of the heavens fell at the queen's feet.
Whoa, what am I missing? What just happened, Pa?
Oh, didn't you notice? Bhuma Devi herself, in the form of her reincarnation, Queen Satyabhama, had granted permission to the Lord to slay her own son. Finally.
Oh yes, she is Bhuma Devi's incarnation, isn't it?
Yes, the whole audacity behind Naraka's atrocities was this. My mother has to give permission to Lord Narayana to kill me, and only he can kill me. My mother loves me too much. She is not going to do this. There is no one to stop me. Let me do as I please.
And now that impossible thing has happened. What a brilliant turning point. What happened next?
Well, what happened next is actually covered in a few shlokas only. Krishna takes Queen Satyabhama's hands and calls out to the eater of serpents, his ride, Garuda. Together, they fly to the heavenly fortified city of Pragjyotisha. A fierce battle ensues. Naraka's army is huge and bejeweled by numerous mighty generals and weaponry. But Krishna uses the Sudarshana Chakra to vanquish the Asura. Narakenasya tatra bhun mahan sanyena samyugaha Krishnasya yatra govindo jaghne daityan sahasrasha shastrastra varshamunchantam Bhaumam tam narakam bali kshiptva chakram dvidham chakre chakri daiteya chakraha. Granddad used to tell us that as Naraka's large body hit the earth, like a huge glacier collapsing into the ocean, Satyabhama collapsed into a faint. And from within Satyabhama's body, a shining aura of Naraka's mother, Bhuma Devi herself, appeared. She had tears in her eyes. She approached the Lord, carrying Devi Aditi's celestial nectarine earrings. Looking at Bhuma Devi's tearful eyes, Narakasura spoke painfully.
O Lord, many are the sins I have committed on my mother, Bhuma Devi. I have committed atrocities beyond measure and have made everyone's life as painful as hell itself. I beseech you, grant me one more boon as I depart. No one, really no one, should mourn my death, not even my mother. she should also never feel the pain of separation from me. No one should experience any pain or suffering this day. Instead, people should celebrate the day with light and color and happiness. O Lord, grant me this one boon.
Lord Krishna smiled and said, Tathastu. Naraka passed, and thus the festival of Deepavali was born.
Appa, see, Naraka also got a boon. Does this mean I will also get to take that new bag to school tomorrow?
Not a chance. See, taking for granted one's blessings, like skills or the gifts that we have received, is what Naraka's arrogance represents. This arrogance is what made Naraka do all those atrocities again and again. I will do it because I can do it and no one can stop me. This attitude is dangerous. It is never ending. See, we also many times repeat our ill deeds, isn't it? It is like an endless circle where our perspective has been twisted and distorted, like a blur vision. And see, Lord Krishna sets it right with the Sudarshan Chakra. Su means right and Darshana means vision. The right vision brings back the sanity to Naraka, and then, only then, does he wish good for the world, repenting for his sins. This is the core symbolism that Vyasadeva has exquisitely hidden inside this superb story. Did you like it?
Absolutely, Pa.
But
I have a question.
go on.
People with skills and strength should not misuse their powers and should not take for granted the weakness of others is the symbolism behind Naraka's life. Okay, fine. But what about Queen Satyabhama? She also felt jealousy and greed and wanted the entire tree for her garden. No, isn't that bad?
Oh, that's a lovely question. See, Satyabhama is but Mother Earth basically. And see, Bhudevi is greedy for Lord Narayana. The whole creation is Lord Narayana for her. She is greedy for the cause of all causes. Look at what Satyabhama wanted. The tree that bore the Parijata flowers. The word Jata means being born. Parijata means born from the whole. That which is small and limited does not cause Queen Satyabhama any greed. So she was not bothered by the one flower that Narada got, but getting the whole from which that part was born, that gave her the impetus to ask Lord Krishna for the entire tree. Bhauma was always in love with the whole, with Parandhama. Being Bhuma, she reflects one of the greatest lines from the 7th book in the 23rd chapter of the great Chandogya Upanishad. Yo vai bhuma tat sukham, yo vai bhuma tat sukham, nalpe sukhamasti, bhumaiva sukham Bhauma tvaveva vijñāsitavya iti bhuman bhagavo vijñāsa iti. Yo vai bhuma tat sukham nalpe sukham asti. Sanat Kumara tells Narada, that which is infinite is the source of happiness. There is no happiness in the finite. The cause for misery is when we desire for the small. There is no happiness in the small, and whatever attachment one has to the big, to the whole, can only bring happiness. Do you want to worry? Go ahead and worry, but don't worry about small things like my bag, my rubber, my scale. Worry about the bigger of those. How can I get every child in the world a bag and get them to study? Make your worry bigger and it will never make you sad. This is the learning. Did you get all that?
Appa, as Naraka was dying, Satyabhama fainted, isn't it? Did Satyabhama ever know about Naraka's boon? Did she know about Deepavali? Did Bhauma Devi cry after the boon? And did the boon work?
Happy Deepavali, dearest. Come, let's burst crackers.
But Appa, my question.
Hear it first on
Ancient Anecdotes.
on your favorite podcast streaming providers.
Tune in every week for a brand new episode.